Hello and welcome to the new channel. Our passion transforms a community that sees and shares all things new.
The new channel. Hashtag TNC Now.
The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following shows are those of the host, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
We hope you're having a good day, everyone. Welcome to TNC Presscon. I'm Kathy Solis Davila.
I'm Carla Davila. Today we sit down with a global entrepreneur whose journey spans Guatemala, the United States, now the Philippines. A leader whose work emerges technology, compassion, and purpose.
He is the Chief Executive Officer of InstaMed, an AI powered healthcare platform transforming how Filipinos access medical services, teleconsultations, and medicines, bringing smarter care to every corner of the country.
From working in his family construction business at 15 to running US based logistics operations to leading large scale tech and healthcare teams in the Philippines, his path is a testament to innovation, resilience, and health and heart.
And it was here in the Philippines where he found not only his professional mission, but also his home and family. Today, he leads InstaMed with a vision rooted in both global expertise and deep love for his adopted country.
Please welcome Mr. Daniel Ceballos.
Hello. Hi, Daniel.
Hi, Kathy. Hi, Carlo.
How,
Hi, Daniel.
how are you doing? How's
I'm doing
everything?
great. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you here. Thank you for saying yes to our invitation to be here. So we'll talk about different segments, of your journey here in the country. First is your journey behind the vision. Carla, would you like to start?
Uh, Daniel, your story starts in Guatemala, working in your family's construction business at the age of 15. How did those early experiences shape the leader you are today?
Well, it's complicated, when you are 15 years old, you start working. That teaches you how to be responsible, right? How to make your own money, be working hard and trying to, follow your path to just reach your goals. So that's what it forged the man that I am right now.
hmm And Daniel, you've worked across infrastructure, logistics, and now healthcare technology. What connects these three different chapters of your journey?
Wow. Well, I would say that is building systems. So remember, construction is everything about systems, teams. Everything is connected. So when you are talking about construction, when you're talking about healthcare, when you're talking about logistics, everything has to be perfectly coordinated, right? So that's basically what it connects all of them, the system building.
Daniel, you often talk about building systems that improve lives. Was there a defining moment when you realized technology was your tool for impact?
Oh, yes. When I just came here to the Philippines, obviously before when I was working in United States and Guatemala, We found a lot of tools that we can use in order to be able to work with logistics, construction, outsourcing. But here in the Philippines, what I just found out is that the healthcare system is a little bit slow in certain areas, specifically there in the rural areas where you can find the underserved people, right?
Mm.
So I
Yeah.
feel like everything it has to do with specifically that, right? The tools that we have right now is going to help us to be able to reach to these people that they don't have the same access
Mm.
that the people in the Metro Manila they have, right?
Mm. Yes, that's right. So, yeah, we thank you for noticing these things about the country. And
Mm.
talking about the country, we shall dive further into you finding home in the Philippines. You've called the Philippines your adopted home. What drew you here, and how has living here influenced your purpose and your leadership?
Yeah, well, honestly, it's a little bit complicated because I had the logistics company back then, and then I was looking for a country where I can spend. So I found the Philippines. I know that the Philippines is really strong when it comes to logistics and manpower, PPOs, for example. So I came here. 2 weeks later, it was the pandemic. So I had no
Mm.
option but to stay here in this country and adapt. At first, I was a little bit scared. I didn't know what to expect. But then everything just just changed. Like it was so different, right? Talking to the Filipino people, you can see that they have really good heart and they're hardworking. It doesn't matter the circumstances; they are always smiling. So that's why I started traveling after the pandemic, and I realized that this country is beautiful. Boracay, Palawan,
Mhm.
all these beautiful places that you can just travel and enjoy. I just fell in love with the Philippines and their people.
Wow, thank you so much. It was really good hearing that. You've shared that meeting your wife and starting a family here gave deeper meaning to your work. How has that personal transformation shaped you, your mission for InstaMed?
Well, I have a Filipino wife and I have a Filipino son that is currently in Spain. Um, they are my motor, they are my inspiration, right? And thanks to them, I can meet a little bit more of the Filipino culture because I'm always with them. Even my nanny, the one that is taking care of my baby, is all of them. They are my family, and they teach me every day how to be a better person. And I understand a little bit better how like the Filipino mind works as well. The how do you call it, like the way to be of the Filipinos
Mm.
or the Filipinas is a little bit like resilient, right?
Mm.
So my
Mhm.
wife works along with me with the companies that we have, for the outsourcing company, for the tech company, for InstaMed. So we work together as a team, and that's how we keep going and keep moving forward as a family.
Mhm. So talking about that shared value of resilience, that's my next question because Guatemala and Philippines are worlds apart. What shared values, aside from that, do you see common between Filipinos and Latin Americans?
I would say the humor, like
Mm.
they call the Philippines the Asian Mexican, right? Like the Mexico of Asia, because you can find like the sense of humor and the way to be, like this sassy thing is very alike to the Latino culture, and it has to do with the Spanish people conquered the Philippines
Mm.
for 300 years, so we have a lot of things that we have in common, so you can
Right,
relate. Mm.
That's true.
right. Even in our language, right?
Yeah.
There's certain things that you would find very familiar to you.
Oh
Yes.
yes, it's like 4,500 words that you
Hmm.
get
Yeah,
alike with Spanish, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
yeah. A lot of
That.
characteristics, habits that we have came from Spain. Now let's talk about Daniel building InstaMed for a smarter care for every corner. For those discovering it for the first time, what exactly is InstaMed and how is it transforming healthcare access in the Philippines?
Excellent question. So, InstaMed is a unified digital platform powered by AI. So, we
Mm,
created an ecosystem that connects doctors to patients, patients to doctors, and we integrated logistics within the platform. That means that you can have access to the medicine, right? It's just one stop shop. You don't have to go
Mm.
anywhere else. You can, if you don't have a prescription, you can just go to the doctor, do a consultation, and the doctor is going to generate the e-prescription right there on the platform. And if
mm,
you need medicine, then we can send it over. That's not a problem. Remember, we have AI integration with this platform, meaning that we have AI receptionists. So we're going to be able to assist anyone, anywhere, 24/7. And the
Mm.
AI is going to be able to book the appointment, is going to be able to answer any inquiries, and is also going to be able to process the orders for the medicines that you might need. So everything is just right there on the platform. So we are B2B, we
wow.
are B2C.
Mm.
We have partnerships with hospitals, we have partnerships with doctors. We're in the public and the private sector. So we're trying to do a little bit of everything for this platform. Like we trying to say, is a smarter care for every corner of the country, right? So we are trying to reach out to every single Filipino, those that they don't have the access for these
Mm,
doctors, these medicines. We are going to be the ones that are going to be able to help them to have access to this, because it's not
That's
a privilege,
wonderful.
it's a
Mm.
right.
mhm.
Mm. That's correct. That's correct.
That's an
Uh,
awesome use of AI. Wow.
mhm. And also the fact that medicines will be available or delivered to you right,
Mm,
at your doorstep is such a huge thing. Prior to getting married, to Carla during the pandemic, I was living all alone, and I was so worried that if something would happen to me and I didn't have the medicine that I needed, like how will I go out and get it for myself? So this solves so many problems for us, and also for senior citizens, for example, who don't have like companions at home, for example, and they would need medicines. That this is so practical, Carlo, right? And
yeah.
Danielle.
And
And as Hmm.
the ordering medicine online.
Hmm.
Actually, there is a online system right now in the Philippines. I won't mention the courier, but they call it pabile. So you can ask the courier to
Hmm.
buy you stuff. It could be anything. It could be
Hmm.
something from the market, something from the grocery, or something from the drugstore. But unfortunately, their charges is way too high, and I don't see people using it. So I
Hmm.
believe this couriers it's there's a courier system, no, inside the
Hmm.
InstaMed
Platform.
platform. And
Yeah.
I think this would be more practical, and you could actually use it now. Now, if you need medicine from Mercury Drug,
Hmm.
or
Hmm.
InstaMed can get it for you, and that's just awesome.
Yes, yeah, just to clarify, for example, for us, we already have the partnership with the manufacturers, the
Mm.
suppliers. So
Hmm.
everything that we're gonna send is coming directly from the
Oh
manufacturer,
my
the
gosh!
supplier. It's like a
Wow.
drop shipping format, so you don't have to do anything else. You don't have to ask for
Oh.
Mercury or any other brand or any other pharmacy
Oh,
chain. We're gonna send it directly. We have the medicine. We have a digital warehouse where you're gonna be able to select the medicine that you need, and there is multiple options.
Thank you
okay!
for coming.
Wow!
Thank you for coming into our lives, Mr.
Yeah,
Ceballos.
It's my pleasure
I
to be here.
And aside
yeah.
from aside from that, Danielle, what sets InstaMed apart from other telehealth or healthcare platforms?
Hmm. Well, some of the platforms they do teleconsultancy, some others they do medicine, some others, well, they just provide the bridge for them to have access to doctors through HMOs or any insurances. We do all of it, right? So that's why we are different. There is nothing like this yet in the Philippines. where
Yeah.
you are going to be able to have AI, you're going to be able to have access to medicines, access to doctors, where you're going to be able to schedule appointments. Even if you want to go to the doctor's office, you can just schedule it there. Well, it not
Mhm.
necessarily has to be online. If it's something that you want to do in person, you can do it.
Right. Right, because
Mm.
there are still patients who prefer to have like to be in front of a doctor or uncomfortable being behind the screen. So yeah, so you provide even that service too. That's great.
Mhm.
That's great.
Yeah, we
Mhm.
are also even thinking about the aesthetical procedures, right? So inside the
Mm.
platform, we have multiple specialties for the doctors. It could be a general practitioner to an aesthetical doctor that is going to be able to do stem cells, for example, or any other
Mm.
aesthetical
Also
procedure.
for
Yeah, that you need to go
awesome.
to the clinic or you need to go somewhere to be able to do it, right? So
Mm.
yes, we are trying to focus on not only helping the Filipinos, but also if you look good, you're gonna feel good. That's what we feel the Filipinos are gonna be needing for this platform. It's just options and different type of doctors that can help them.
Right. So for
Uh,
aesthetics as well, Carlo,
yeah.
Daniel said it's also made available on the platform. Yeah.
Well, Daniel, you mentioned a while ago that you're going to use, well, this is a ingenious way of using AI. You know, well, we tend to use AI in, useful things, but as humans, we use it in dumb things as well. Now, this is an ingenious way of using it. Uh, this question is, how do you use AI for InstaMed? I'm curious if you are collaborating with ChatGPT, Gemini, or Grok, these AI platforms, and how do you balance this with, you know, um, AI technology versus or in complement with human healthcare, human touch.
Excellent question, and I'm glad that you asked. So we have our own servers.
Mm,
So we really don't need a third party,
Mm.
right? There is multiple third
okay.
parties that are going to be able to provide you with AI receptionists, if you may, but they're
Mm,
really expensive, right? And
mm,
honestly, it's not the same as you having your own server because it's more secure. We are following HIPAA
mm,
compliance, and obviously we are. Trying to follow the policies here for the regulation on the data privacy, right? So
Mm.
mm.
your information is always going to be secured, and everything that we use is just made in house, done by Filipinos for Filipinos.
Okay.
Oh, I
And
see.
and also what caught our attention, Danielle, is your tagline, which says "Smarter Care for Every Corner of the Country,"
Mm,
and I believe you're also making sure that this reaches even the remote communities, right?
yeah.
Yes, even if it's a hard work, I know that the
Mhm.
Philippines is it has so many islands and is so many it's a
Mm.
lot of people here, right? It's
Right.
millions and millions. It's hard, but we're gonna
Mm.
start with Metro Manila. We're planning to
Mm.
start also Bicol and
Mm,
Pampanga. Then we're gonna be expanding slowly
Mhm.
to different
Slowly to
regions.
the other
But
areas,
that's
right?
our intentions, just to go to every corner here in the Philippines and be able to help
Mm.
these people. And eventually, we're also going to be global. We are planning to just migrate to different
Awesome.
countries. But the Philippines is the first country that we're going to start with, and we're going to help a lot of people.
Wow.
and this is
So if
fantastic. And this is fantastic, Daniel. No, if we're talking about the middle class or the high end market, it comes in as a more convenient option. But I like it that you mentioned all the corners of the Philippines, and as you can see, the demographics of the Philippines, there are a lot of areas wherein they are limited financially, and we are separated geographically. We're a
Mhm.
thousand islands, and I believe there are remote places wherein they really don't have any access to doctors or clinics or hospitals, and it's your app that could reach them because everybody now has a smartphone. Everyone, even the poorest of the poor, has a smartphone, so they could get medical care once they need it, and this is just fantastic.
Yeah. So it brings to mind that the Philippines is composed of 7,101 islands, depending on whether it's high tide or low tide. Okay, that,
I
that
saw that
was,
in this universe.
yes, that was our Miss Universe, one of our Miss Universe answers. Okay. And then for the next segment of our Q&A with you, Danielle, um, in terms of on the aspect of leadership, legacy, and purpose, as you being a CEO, you've led companies in both the U.S. and the Philippines. And what leadership principles have remained constant for you across the decades?
Well, I would say the ethical part of it is always has to be there, right? You never get rid of the your ethical heart because that's what is going to lead you to graded, let's say, projects. Because otherwise, if you betray your own codes, your own values, then you are gonna betray any partnership, any contract, any projects that you may have in the future. So I would say yes, that would be the most important thing when it comes to business. I think that patience, reliance is something that you always have to have with you to keep going and keep working on your projects. As long as you remain true to yourself, then you're gonna be able to achieve your goals. That's what I think.
Hmm. Right, right. And Carlo, would you like
Um,
to ask the next question?
for looking ahead now, for young Filipino innovators watching, what's your advice on leading with both heart and strategy?
For Filipinos,
Yes, for Filipinos.
mm,
Filipinos, innovators, entrepreneurs, what advice can you give them?
I would say that you have to keep moving forward. Never doubt yourself because if you don't believe in yourself, who is going to believe in you? Right. So
Mhm.
just keep trying. If you fail, then get up and just keep moving forward. Uh, yes.
All
That's
right.
very
Great
nice.
great answer. And yeah, as CEO of InstaMed, what has been your proudest moment so far?
Well, having negotiating with the public sector here in the Philippines is a big step. I know that there
Mm.
is great things to come. We trying to get some LDUs, some uh, partnership with like government-owned corporations like PPPI. So I believe that that's my biggest achievement right now in the Philippines because I know that if we go to the public sector, we're going to be able to help a lot of people, right? Because there is
Yeah.
a lot of
Mm.
initiatives, there is a lot of people that can help us in the government to reach out to all these people that needs our help, and obviously we are going to collaborate because we are not we are a people first, profit second company. So that's our main goal is to help people, and then if there is profit, then it's good, right? As any other company, you
Mm.
need
Mm. Of
to
course.
generate profit, but our
Mm.
goal is to help people first.
Wow, that's awesome. In line with what
Awesome.
you mentioned working with the public sector. How do you see the Philippines, the healthcare technology here 5 years from now? And what is the role that InstaMed have to play in it?
One of my friends was telling me, it's a great thing that you're creating this platform because you know what? I reached out to this company because my daughter was really, really sick and I
Mm,
didn't
Mm.
get any doctor. It was like a
mm,
waiting list and I couldn't get any doctor on time. And she got really sick until we have to go physically to a location and force, someone to be able to assist her. So in base of that, I would say that that's the change that we're gonna create. That's how I see the Philippines work in 5 years. A better health system where everyone is gonna be able to have access to doctors at any given
mm,
moment, especially if it's an emergency. Because here in the Philippines, what you have right now as a healthcare service is not really working that well, and that's
Mm.
how we really want to see the Philippines growing in the healthcare industry because that's going to help a lot of Filipinos and it's going to prevent a lot of people that it might be diseased because they are not reaching hospitals or a doctor on time. And
Mm.
that this is very critical right now at this point. So in 5 years, I really want to see the Philippines with all the technology that you need to be able to assist every Filipino in every corner of the country.
Hmm.
Really
And
good. Really good.
Carlo, truly, Daniel is so much ahead of his time.
Yeah.
Because he's thought about this. He's the first one that has thought about and has maybe someone has thought about it, but to execute and put it into fruition is
Mm.
something that Daniel and his team has done for the country. So that is, looking ahead, right? In terms of his business. And we just want to thank you on behalf of the country. We'd like to thank you, Danielle, for thinking of this and for being part of the Filipino community, and yeah, for making sure that that aspect of our lives is covered as well, right, Carlo?
Yes. I think you're doing the Filipino people a great service. This is
Mm,
not only business, but it is actually really helping the people. You know,
mm,
healthcare is a major, everybody needs it. And
mm,
the Philippines, we're not a first world country. We're a third world country,
mm,
but maybe we are on our way to be a first world country, but not yet. So we need
mm,
this platform to fill in the gap,
mm,
so that people from remote areas really don't have access, like what I mentioned. For the middle class, for the high end market, this could be a convenient choice, but for the people in remote areas, this could be the only choice. So
mhm.
thank you.
All right. So at this point, so because we were talking about business and the journey that Daniel took in to reach this point, and the journey still continues. So Carla will do. And we'll go ahead and ask Danielle some questions. We want to get to know the CEO behind InstaMed. So we're going to ask you some very light questions about who you are, a little bit about you. So yeah, are you ready, Danielle?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay,
Okay.
what's your Daniel? What's your morning ritual that keeps you grounded?
Oof, I have to go to the gym. I have to. So,
Mm.
like I can feel fresh, I can feel that I'm active, and it's gonna make myself healthy, right? If I'm in healthcare, at least I have to be healthy. That's what I think.
That's so true. And then a Filipino word that best describes your journey, if you're familiar with any Filipino words.
Um, I would say that describe my journey is a little bit difficult,
Yes.
honestly, but I would say Galin. That's one of the words that I learned before.
Galing?
Galin. Yeah,
Ga-
Galin.
Galing, yeah,
Galing. So
galing.
good. Very, it means very good.
Means very
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
And that's awesome. All right. Go, Carlo.
Okay. What is one Filipino dish that you can't resist?
I would say Sinigan. Sinigan is one of my
Sinigang.
favorites.
Ah,
Yeah.
And your wife?
Kinilaw.
And
Very good.
kinilaw. All
kanila.
right. Okay. Who inspires you most in your leadership?
Um, hmm. I would say I have an uncle that has many businesses and companies, but the number one passion that they have is nonprofits, charities, and is through altruism, trying to help the most of the people.
Mm,
So I'm really want to be like that. I really want to get that
mm,
emotion when I'm helping people, and that's my. I would say that he would be my road to follow at this point.
right. Okay. And last but not the least, Carlo?
This is a very nice question. If InstaMed was a physical person here, how would you describe his or her personality? Well, first and foremost, is it a he or a she?
I would say it's a she, because
Okay.
when we're talking about the AI, we really want to try to look for, a warm voice, woman, female voice.
Mm,
So I would say that it's a female. It's like a
mhm,
mom that is trying to take care of all of their children. So that's how
Mm,
I would describe it. Someone that is going to take care of you You don't have to even think about doing anything because your mom has it covered. So that's how I see it as a mother figure.
Awesome. On that note, we'd like to say again, thank you so much for joining us here on TNC
Thank
Presscon,
you so much for
Danielle.
your TNC.
Your story has truly inspired us from Guatemala to the Philippines. It's powerful, it's inspiring, and deeply human. Carlo?
And to our viewers, thank you for joining us here in TNC Presscon. Stay informed, stay inspired. See you.
See you next time.
Hi, I am Edward, your dedicated AI healthcare assistant here to streamline your virtual doctor visits.